Hey boys and girls, it's Josh Kildee from Harvest Time Chippewa Falls. I'm here to talk to you about what we talked about last week. Before that, all in is our baptism shirt. This is saying how we are all in for Christ when we are baptized. If you're interested about baptism, talk to a parent, talk to an adult, get connected. Last week, we talked about Jesus praying at the Garden of Gethsemane. And he started there and he said, Lord, take this burden from my hand, but your will be done. That burden was Jesus was going to die on the cross. Now, he saw that it was coming, but he knew that the Lord's will had to be done, so he followed through with that. And that was Judas betrayed him, which led him to a trial. And at that trial, people lied against him. And even though Pontius Pilate, who was the judge over this trial, the governor of the land, saw through the lies, the crowd wanted him crucified so much, he feared the crowd and allowed Jesus to be crucified ultimately at the end. Before that happened, he was beat up. A crown of thorns was put on his head and he was led to where he was crucified. Now, if we stop the story right there, it's not that big of a story. It's like another person died, but the thing is it doesn't stop there. Jesus came back from the dead. We call that he was resurrected. So next week on Easter, otherwise known as Resurrection Sunday, come and join us at church. And we're going to talk about what that means and the life that we can live because of what he did for us. It is such an amazing gift. But before we start talking about that kind of stuff, let's go back to our verse. It comes from 1 Peter. So 1 Peter 2:21. Read along with me. Christ suffered for you. He left you an example. He expects you to follow in his steps. You too were chosen to suffer. 1 Peter 21. You too were chosen to suffer. You know, suffering is a lot easier when somebody's alongside of you going through it. And we did an experiment to show this. We had a regular balloon and a balloon with water in it. We held the balloon that was filled over fire and it popped. The one with water absorbed the heat of the water. That's Christ living with us. That's the water of Christ in us. When we are all in for him, his Holy Spirit comes and he fills us up and he gives us that water of life that absorbs that heat of all the things that we're going through. He takes that burden with us. That's why he died on the cross, so that we can have freedom. And we're going to talk more about that this Sunday, so come along and join us. But before you do that, I have some questions at the end of this video. Talk to your parents about this and answer all of these questions. From Harvest Time Church, thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday.